Hey guys, this is Scoundrel's Cantina and we're doing a review on the X-Men Apocalypse movie. You guys enjoy the rest of the video and beware, spoilers ahead.
So basically the whole movie is about Apocalypse, the most powerful mutant of them all, who wants to, as he says in the trailer, to destroy the world and rebuild it in his image. Even if this trailer spoiled everything that's going to happen in the movie, it kept our full attention from the beginning to the end, unlike some other movies, for example The Force Awakens. When the Resistance is attacking Starkiller Base, we already knew that they were going to destroy it, but unlike X-Men Apocalypse, it was very dull and boring to watch the last battle. At the beginning, they show us a small backstory of Apocalypse in Egypt, and how he was betrayed by people. He was considered a god and had multiple powers that he took from other mutants over time.
The way his powers work is he can transfer his consciousness into another body and therefore he can live longer in the new body and also take the powers of the mutant he enters. Now we want to talk about the timeline in X-Men Apocalypse because most people are confused by it, but we got to it, bitches. If you guys remember X-Men Days of Future Past, well, with that movie they basically rebooted the whole X-Men story in the best way possible because they didn't proclaim the old X-Men movies non-canon and rebooted the whole thing with new actors. Instead, they made the story so good that there is no need to throw the old stuff away and just continue the story from the 80s.
If you remember when Wolverine woke up in Days of Future Past in his older self, remembering his other timeline from the old X-Men movies and the new timeline. Well, the new timeline is the one that they're filling in now thanks to Days of Future Past. In the movie, when Wolverine shows up, he escapes Stryker's facility in a different way than in X-Men Origins of Wolverine. So, this is kind of a reboot with the younger actress, but doesn't demolish anything from the older movies, but just makes them more fulfilled. X-Men Apocalypse is based in 1983 because we see Cyclops and Jean Grey coming out of the theater after watching Star Wars Return of the Jedi. And that is also kind of an Easter egg. Now, one of the best things in the movie is the Wolverine being unleashed on Stryker's men and kicking their living shit out of them. Just like our wrecked Polish kids in CSGO, yeah?
This is the second to last time we'll ever see Hugh Jackman play the Wolverine, so that kinda sucks. Actually, it sucks a lot. But anyway, it was really satisfying to see him. The movie was really slow at the beginning, but when it came to Eric Lynch's family, then it kicked off into the story. When Apocalypse woke up, he started recruiting his 4 horsemen, which he basically had in all of his lifetimes. And that part of the story was taken from the Bible and changed a bit to make it look like the 4 horsemen of the Apocalypse are Apocalypse's minions that help him wreck the world and rebuild it again. We see that Apocalypse really respects power, men and mutants alike. The way he recruited them is he amplified their powers and they basically bent to his will. He used Magneto's loss of his family to turn him to his will and of course exact his revenge on humanity. In this movie we see the full potential of Magneto's power. He could basically destroy the whole world if he wanted to.
Quicksilver is awesome in this movie and turns out that he's even faster than Flash on the TV show. He's also a jokester and does some funny shit at the same time he's saving everyone. It is also revealed that his father is Magneto, and for those who didn't know that, Magneto is his father also in the comics. But Quicksilver never tells him that, even though it could give him another reason to not destroy the world, but in fact, save it. We knew that the only reason Jean Grey was in the movie is because she is the only one that can defeat Apocalypse because of the Phoenix Force inside her. The Phoenix Force is one of the most powerful entities in the whole Marvel universe, so that's saying something. In the final battle, Charles Xavier convinces her to use her full power, and in doing so, she defeats Apocalypse.
We noticed that Apocalypse has such strong willpower that he even went against Charles in his mind and got the upper hand while fighting against Magneto and the rest of the X-Men in the real world. We loved how Magneto made an X before going against Apocalypse. Nothing that happened before the 70s when Wolverine came back from the future is changed, and that is why they used quite a bit of scenes from X-Men First Class. While everything after that is totally new timeline and will be explored in future X-Men movies. Too bad Wolverine didn't cut his way through the door while escaping Stryker's facility like he did in the other timeline in Origins of Wolverine. The good thing is, we get to see the Blob. He's another reference to Origins of Wolverine. We think that Wolverine's original escape from Stryker's facility in Origins of Wolverine was better because he did it himself and kicked their asses in the same way. Although, here he was more brutal and it seemed like an R-rated movie.
Mystique and Cyclops basically did nothing in the whole movie, especially Mystique. There was actually no reason for her to be in this movie. In X-Men Days of Future Past, she was the complete opposite and was the most important character. In Apocalypse, Charles and Magneto get the top spot on the most important characters list. The reason for that is because Magneto has the power to destroy the world, and Charles has the power that Apocalypse never had and needs to have full domination over the whole world. So Charles's body is ready. There is a reference to X-Men Days of Future Past, when at the end, the newly recruited X-Men are about to practice combat against a few Sentinels that we saw in the 70s, the purple ones. Not sure what that means, but might have something to do with the new X-Men movie. The last thing we want to mention is the post-credit scene, where we see an Essex Company member taking a blood sample of Weapon X, aka Wolverine. This is a sneak peek for the next and final Wolverine movie. It will probably be based on the Old Man Logan comic book, or maybe they want to make Weapon 11 again. Who knows? Wade Wilson.
We really think that this is a great movie and do recommend it for everyone if you watched the previous X-Men movies, and we rate it 9 out of 10. So yeah guys. Anyways, this is it for the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And remember guys,
God is awesome all the time, He loves you, have a marvelous day, and we will see you in another video, you rebel scum.